A tapestry of tongues, India's linguistic landscape. India, a land of vibrant colors and ancient stories, is a symphony of languages. Each street, each market, and each home echoes with the sounds of different tongues, creating a harmonious cacophony that is uniquely Indian. From the snow-capped Himalayas to the sun-drenched shores of Kanyakumari, 1,000 dialects dance on the air. These languages are not just means of communication, but are the very essence of the regions they originate from, reflecting the diverse cultures, traditions, and histories of the people. Each language, a unique thread, weaves together the rich tapestry of our nation's identity. During festivals and local celebrations, this diversity is on full display as people come together to celebrate their heritage through song, dance, and storytelling in their native tongues. We are a land where ancient tongues like Sanskrit rub shoulders with modern dialects, a testament to our enduring legacy of linguistic diversity. In cities, you can see signboards in multiple languages, a reflection of our multilingual society, where the old and the new coexist seamlessly. Our languages are not just tools of communication, but vessels of culture, history, and tradition. They carry the wisdom of our ancestors, the stories of our past, and the hopes for our future. Through language, we pass down our customs, our values, and our way of life. They carry within them the whispers of our ancestors, the laughter of our children, and the dreams of generations to come. In every village and town, elders share tales in their mother tongue, ensuring that the legacy of their language lives on in the hearts of the young. To speak in one's mother tongue is to touch the very soul of one's heritage. It is an intimate connection to one's roots, a way to honor and preserve the legacy of those who came before us. Family gatherings and traditional ceremonies are moments where this connection is most deeply felt. This linguistic diversity, however, is not always celebrated. There are times when it becomes a point of contention, as seen in protests and rallies advocating for language rights. The struggle to preserve and promote regional languages is an ongoing battle in many parts of the country. In a world striving for uniformity, difference can be mistaken for division. The urban-rural divide often highlights these differences, but it is also a reminder of the rich cultural mosaic that defines India. Our challenge is to embrace this diversity and see it as a source of strength rather than division. It is in this context that the debate about a national language for India arises, a debate often marred by misunderstanding and misrepresentation. The question of whether one language can represent the entire nation is complex and fraught with political and social implications. This essay seeks to unravel the complexities of India's linguistic landscape, exploring the constitutional framework that governs our languages, the role of English as a link language, and the persistent myth of Hindi as the national language. Education systems and public policies play a crucial role in shaping our linguistic future. It is a journey into the heart of what makes India unique, our ability to find unity in our diversity, strength in our differences. By understanding and appreciating our linguistic heritage, we can build a more inclusive and harmonious society where every language is valued and celebrated. The Constitution speaks, "No one language to rule them all." At the heart of India's approach to language lies its constitution, a document forged in the fires of independence and the spirit of inclusivity. This foundational text is not just a legal document, but a testament to the vision of a diverse and united India. It embodies the dreams and aspirations of millions who fought for freedom and sought to build a nation where every voice, regardless of its linguistic background, could be heard. Our founding fathers, acutely aware of the linguistic diversity of the nation, chose a path of accommodation and respect. They understood that India's strength lay in its diversity, and that imposing a single language could fracture the delicate fabric of the nation. Instead, they envisioned a country where multiple languages could coexist, each contributing to the rich tapestry of Indian culture. They recognized that to impose one language upon a nation as diverse as India would be to silence the voices of millions. The linguistic diversity of India is not just a matter of communication, but a reflection of its cultural and historical richness. Each language carries with it centuries of tradition, literature, and identity. The Constitution of India, therefore, does not declare any one language as the national language. Instead, it provides a framework that respects and promotes linguistic diversity. This approach ensures that every linguistic community feels valued and included in the national narrative. Instead, it adopts a more nuanced approach, recognizing the importance of both Hindi and English while safeguarding the rights of all languages spoken across the country. This dual language policy reflects the pragmatic and inclusive vision of the Constitution's framers. Article 343 of the Constitution declares Hindi in Devanagari script as the official language of the Union. This decision was made to promote a sense of unity and to provide a common means of communication across the vast and diverse nation. English, alongside Hindi, is granted the status of an associate official language for a period of 15 years. This provision was intended to ensure administrative continuity and to facilitate communication in a country where English had already established itself as a language of governance and education. This decision reflects the pragmatic understanding that while Hindi, with its wide geographical spread, could serve as an important link language, it was essential to retain English for its practical benefits. English served as a bridge to the global community and as a medium for higher education and scientific discourse. English, as the language of colonial administration and higher education, held immense practical value. It provided a common platform for people from different linguistic backgrounds to communicate and collaborate. The Constitution, therefore, sought to strike a balance, ensuring administrative continuity while simultaneously promoting the use of Hindi. This balanced approach has allowed India to navigate its linguistic diversity with grace, fostering a sense of unity without compromising the rich mosaic of its cultural heritage. The Official Languages Act, a bridge, not a barrier. The Official Languages Act of 1963 further elaborated on the constitutional provisions related to language. This act was a significant step in addressing the linguistic diversity of India, a country with hundreds of languages and dialects. It was a legislative effort to ensure that no language group felt marginalized or left out in the new republic. It allowed for the continued use of English for official purposes of the Union, even after 1965. This decision was crucial because English had become a link language, connecting people from different linguistic backgrounds. It was not just a matter of convenience, but also a practical solution to maintain administrative efficiency and national unity. This act was a recognition of the ground realities of independent India. The framers of the act understood that imposing a single language could lead to unrest and division. Instead, they chose a path of inclusivity, acknowledging the rich tapestry of languages that make up the Indian subcontinent. The act aimed to address concerns among non-Hindi-speaking states about the imposition of Hindi. There were significant apprehensions in states like Tamil Nadu, West Bengal, and others, where the local languages held deep cultural and historical significance. The act was a reassurance that their linguistic heritage would be respected. The act aimed to allay fears of linguistic dominance and ensure that the transition to Hindi would be gradual and inclusive. It was a delicate balancing act, ensuring that Hindi, as the official language, would be promoted without alienating non-Hindi speakers. This approach was essential for maintaining the social fabric of the nation. It was a testament to the government's commitment to carrying everyone along in the journey of nation-building, irrespective of their linguistic background. The act symbolized a promise that every citizen, regardless of their mother tongue, had an equal stake in the country's future. The 1967 amendment to the Official Languages Act further strengthened the principle of linguistic inclusivity. This amendment was a response to ongoing debates and demands from various states, ensuring that the policy remained relevant and responsive to the people's needs. The amendment made it clear that English would continue to be used for official purposes along with Hindi, until a resolution to discontinue its use was passed by the legislature of every state that had not adopted Hindi as its official language. This provision was crucial in giving states the autonomy to decide their linguistic preferences. This amendment effectively ensured that non-Hindi speaking states had a voice in deciding the future of English in official communication. It was a democratic approach, allowing for a consensus-driven decision-making process. This act and its subsequent amendment served as a crucial bridge between the aspirations of national integration and the need to respect linguistic diversity. It highlighted the importance of unity in diversity, a core value of the Indian ethos. It underscored the fact that national unity could not be achieved by imposing one language, but by creating space for all languages to thrive. The Official Languages Act and its amendment were not just legal documents, but symbols of India's commitment to embracing its diversity while striving for unity. The Eighth Schedule. Embracing our many voices. The Eighth Schedule of the Indian Constitution stands as a testament to our nation's linguistic plurality. Initially encompassing 14 languages, the schedule has, over the years, grown to include 22 languages, each representing the rich tapestry of cultures that color our nation. From Assamese to Urdu, these scheduled languages represent the diverse linguistic heritage of India. The inclusion of a language in the Eighth Schedule comes with certain advantages and benefits. It ensures representation in key institutions like the Sahitya Akademi, promotes the language in education and administration, and facilitates its use in Parliament, making it more accessible. The Eighth Schedule, however, is not without its limitations and challenges. There are numerous languages and dialects spoken across India that are yet to find a place in this coveted list. This has sparked debates about the criteria for inclusion and the need for a more inclusive approach to recognizing India's vast linguistic diversity.